Ever been rushing around the house and suddenly, well, you just go flying? Well, falling is the #1 cause of household injuries, and home safety expert Alison Rhodes, known as the Safety Mom, is here with some products that can help you stay on your feet out of the hospital, which is key.
That's right.
Good morning to you. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
So we're going to start here in the shower area because I think this is probably problem #1 for most people, especially the older you get. It's tough, and slippery surfaces lead to trips to the hospital.
It certainly is.
So let's talk about, I guess, first and foremost, you have this hand grip here, which can really assist people on surfaces like this in the bathroom.
It can, and most people think of grab bars like this only for the elderly, but in fact, toddlers are falling in the majority from this, and adults as well. So you want to make sure you have a grab bar in your shower. Be careful when you're using it. But then if the fall does happen, you also want to make sure that surfaces are covered so that you really don't hurt yourself. So you want to have a faucet cover like this one that can prevent it, and also on the shower surfaces itself, just to make sure. Now, the other thing that's a big issue is slipping in the tub. Make sure not only on the inside of the tub you have a mat like this, but on the outside, non-slip surfaces, because when you get out, very slippery. As a mom, you could go falling as well. The other thing when we think about is with adults, if you're sitting shaving in the shower or something like that with your legs, very easy to slip. Get a bench, use it. Safety First has a great one for adults, elderly, toddlers, everyone.
Okay, and the one thing you also have to remember too is when you do clean the tub, also, if you've used any type of, Kleenex or Comet or anything like that, the surface does get slippery at that point.
Exactly, and keep in mind, when you're taking a shower, the water's going to get out. The tile's really slippery, so be careful when you've got the little ones as well as yourself.
All right, let's move on to the stairs here because this is another area where a lot of people fall, both young and old.
That's right, and it's inside and outside, and when we're looking at all this rain and snow, it becomes slippery. Now, with the elderly in particular, it's dark outside. It may not be well lit, so you want to make sure you have the stairs lit. If they're not lit enough, you can install automatic lights that go on when you're on them to really keep it brightly lit. So you want to make sure that happens inside the home and outside the home.
That was my next question to you, inside and out, because I can see it on, the patio or the porch, but do it inside as well, huh?
That's right. If you have basement stairs that are maybe not as well lit, really important to have all the areas lit.
All right, now these gates here, I notice obviously with a lot of parents for kids, keeps dogs and, and kids at bay.
That's right. In fact, falls are a leading cause of injury for children in the home. It caused 2.3 million injuries every year. So make sure you have a gate at the top and the bottom of the stairs, and you want to have a gate that works where you know it's going to shut and lock automatically, and have a gate that doesn't open over the stairs, because if it doesn't, if it accidentally opens, you're going to fall over. Now, what's important is, as moms especially, and in fact, women fall more than men. Women are multitaskers. We're trying to save time. We're busy. We may have the baby. We may have packages. Take that extra time. Take an extra run down the stairs, because if you're not holding on to that banister, you've got all that stuff, you're going to go tumbling.
Is that the reason why women are proven to fall more than men, because they've got so many things going on?
So many things going on, so many more packages in their hands, their purses, their diaper bags, everything else they're running, but also because women, we've got the high heels on, things like that. Now,
netting, what is that?
Netting. You want to make sure both inside and outside there's no more than 2 3/8 inches between the spindles, because a child can fall through. So there's netting for the outside, there's netting for the inside, but make sure they're covered so that the children can't fall through.
And then to this effect of a slippery surface, being able to combat that,
that's right.
You recommend
Again,
these, yeah.
That's right. When moms, especially in stockings or high heels, you're going to fall down if it's a slippery surface, both inside and out. So they have treads for outside, treads for inside as well. Really important to make sure if you have a carpet on there, there's non-slip surface under that as well.
God, I was going to say these are more outdoor treads.
That's
correct,
right.
Though, so you just have to go to your hardware store and you can get anything. Now we move to windows here, and these window gates. If you live in any type of city where there's high rises, these are obviously very common.
That's right. And also, if you have any sort of window, box, or seat, and also if you have a table underneath, you want it covered. 4,000 kids fall out of windows every year, 12 die. You need to make sure they're covered. This is the Guardian Angel window guard. It can be taken out in case there's an emergency or fire, but it's in there. It's not that bad looking. You can get to your window, but make sure that you have that on. It's important to remember you shouldn't open your window more than 4 inches from the bottom. If you have a double hung window, open it from the top. If you don't have a gate like this, one of these, a window wedge from Kretschy or the Kidco window stop, these will also prevent it. Easy to install yourself. You can get everything at safebeginnings.com online. They go on here. You can do this all yourself.
The one thing, though, to remember, and you did touch upon it, is with the gates. Make sure you do have the gates that do open, because there are so many stories of the gates that are bolted into the window. Heaven forbid there's a fire and you can't get out.
That's
then
right.
It kind of defeats the whole purpose
So it
of the
needs to
safety.
be that, and makes it. And when we talk about falling out of windows, people think toddlers and everything, but 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, they're jumping on the bed.
Yeah.
Make sure of the positioning of the furniture. You don't want anything under the window, especially the beds where they can go toppling right out.
Got it. And as far as anything else we need to know before
Well,
we
you know
wrap
what?
things
You
up?
don't want to actually have slips. Make sure any carpet has a non-skid surface, easy to buy, cover it all.
Do that all the time.
That's
Running into
right.
the kitchen, feet go right out from under me.
That's
It's actually
right.
happened a couple of times.
Happened to me.
A little embarrassing. Okay, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank
you
you.
so much.